Yenyoma ama namro so. Ene Prof ufia ha. Mame mana kwaba. Yedi jumedie no esheshe. So Prof. Maha.
Kete
for him.
Kete soldier. So you know, a friend is saying, Bukuno. My friend, a little drum.
Refi. Kete soldier. Ne de me kabade twice a day. I don't really
because
remember.
I'm not well.
And yet this time, dear, because I am.
I say I can play and play and play. Oh, say akokono ne drum na akosene. Akromase oyare. Omunko twadua na mra so oyare. Omunko sine dua na so oyare. But nyame se enka utimi de nyoma gu utiri mu chepa. Professor Sackey. O de nyoma utiri mu. Egusu e try.
Ababa what say me kura me refi.
Obia na de ope.
Ajo.
Obia na de ope.
Ene ya ba ide na chese. Weekend we any say.
Because sorry.
Okay, sorry. Now what's next? Ungo baby.
There we go baby. Me Sunday dia na abusuane dia.
Sa.
Enti me ne me guess no.
Okay, girls happy so che say. Woman no.
Yeah.
I see.
Na kan fa na wadwen ko.
I say okay guess na me ba baby so mo yesi.
Me ne me guess.
Do say na e bia anu omo pie. Na me hu.
Enti omo na eja edu omo so 10 omo do so me papa
omo do so say an small say fa ye bra wiase ye tie baby e na ade aba na so mo pinkusua pa enkusua dey is good for their health inti mo muni
eno anso so Ghana share you ishe bi jache
Ghana no na me ye show ase me hwe me phone so na ase nkrofo bamabu but me wie me show na me hu say ase Ghana mo asen ahye me yenu and I say, wow.
Nyame ade ho afo.
My lucky. Oh, me who say for trouble kudus no. I'm say na kudus the darling boy. And I'm trouble.
And no in fact we nya ne day, no dey nya ne day.
Man she binti bomi mu kakra.
Wan she nya ne day. And na say o ye selfish kakra.
Really? Anana formation ni
I was a coach in the casa. Oh, and they did well.
Sir.
Especially the second half when they did really well. I checked them who's a Black Stars a Bobo say. You know, and it was all good. And we are glad to say we got the win because then easy. Obi man so there, and Mali Nancy Nigeria for call mucho 2-0. Into your corner, I just so many team get no. Omunye Nancy there. Omoya there pa. Into Russia Nigeria for almost stars a go mu team. You know, Mako show mu 2-0. Na Ghana econo na say akoye SMP, but they did well. They got a win.
Because now say some say are you for no reason. Mumu ha na reason.
Ah, obi na true.
And na many ajiwa makuma me say finally
Baako na ya mfa na nka ho. No on team, yes, captain no on team ho. Na me mente ase say say wo be wie show o kan we say den bibia wie aboboa no. Quantity bia wie aboboa no. They ba team num 2008.
Okay.
Oba na bra lai Kingston and nebo. Obe pianist in Jay.
Okay.
Enti what's oba since 2008 till now. How many years in it? About 16 years.
Yeah.
Why you've paid your dues?
Information.
Of course. Enti tranchena and crane bi mra. And when I don't see the reason why it should be a big deal. What I say. Enti kudu more time also.
Kudus ya mo say one time na was so kra no akra na on jeda.
O ba say player there. Enye be bia na eja wo fokum room obenya na.
O yere nkwan kra. You
get it. Yeah.
And congratulations once again to Ghana Black Stars and Ghana for you. And say mu free ha mo kwa hin.
Monday any car for nebo. Central African Republic.
And ya be yere se benta.
Me say ye ko suagu omo so se jama.
We are sure.
Abraham.
Dia mo ye.
Oh no, it was good. I wish I could hear. It was
good. Me call WhatsApp no and for status na me share no more kasa na me say eh radio asema for me cheaper. But all the same no.
Inti boa ho Monday wa ko 7 p.m.
Ewo
Baba Yara Sports Stadium.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to rep my jersey. What's in my say?
Ti be she bi akoboabo no you could jinem.
One for man kwa Prof ebe wa ma me.
Miracle, don't worry. Miracle.
And na ma me na joy fafo ase say dwumedi a eye kama na efese no. Omobo me chidom ena me de bro de bia me ka se mojadro de eno a ene joy fa se pese moja ebe rough o pese wo ho ye dene na de bia utimi sori waka eko onwuma so dia joy fa syrup ena me kanfo e dia ma esan se Ghana ni a wote amanone na osanso ye nurse wasua de wo ni krom asua de wo broni krom ena o ka netia pan ho na wasone edro yi so edi abro me no mienu se yen toto na yen no because broni krom de untimi nye bibia basasa emfa magana emma FDA kura so enyi ntum we say joy fa no eye FDA approved ye was certificate a edi adanse se edro ni ye na ye mani pedua e boatu anemi ase asone wo moja so ama fi sebe de wo moja mu nyina no akọ ama papa atena wo mu ema ubetimi akoto bi bema ubetimi atobi yen ya ya fa afuroi a enche ye bewei yen nyina ye bobobi enti wonni option bi ase ubeyi wo ho a free joy fa mojadru ne numnemu menkasa bebre de meka nyina ne se fa number na eda screen so no ope doso promotu a ofra empanyifo ebeje wo so afei ubopni pharmacy anase herbal shop bia eye closer to you a ubetumi enya bi so na wato wano ene no ye hihye ye dwumedie no ase na me first story a me deba e fa cheda ho.
Oh my man,
your man,
my president,
our president, our man, edani duru ho a ene ye behunu what ya say ye behwe se obeba na se wo ma ade ne de enye kasa bebre action ene ye hwehwe na chada aka asem bi akere andi wo se wo no sa mre ni fie a watimu no wo tigers mienu ewen no e wo fie tigers ni twi ye de tiger osebo wo ho aha nti wo no o wa asebo mienu e wo ni fie every 3 days bia o feed wo with one big cow. I mean, how? So
when they were taking the animals from you,
nobody took any animals from me. They can't take any animals from me. You saw the headlines. Freedom Jacob Caesar gets the approval to keep 2 tigers at home. That's what happened. And it came from the appendix. They tried to. They didn't even have the facility. I had the facility. I built it behind my house. And I knew the stories of the tigers. I was ready. And then I want to just say thank you for the Forestry Commission for, after whatever months and years of trying to get land to build a zoo that the nation will benefit from. Eventually, they had to give me after all this fight. Because if not, I would have kept the tigers. And maybe one day they would have had to get on the street. But thank God we built the zoo. It took us 9 months. We built a world-class zoo.
So are they in your possession now?
It's always been in my possession. The tigers are my animals. And I've been feeding them. I fed them with 1 cow every 3 days, the 2 of them.
You feed them with a cow?
Yeah, it's very expensive to keep them. If not, they would eat you. Yeah. You have to feed them. You have to let them, because you are flesh. If you're not giving them any flesh and you're standing in front of them, yeah, they have to use you as a substitute. So
when they were taking the animals from you, when
everything just say eradicom hadie enkrofo ewuska. I was asking myself this question, say nantwie TikTok for monfa price ne mremi nantwie guran eyesen e na cheda say o wa sebo mienu e woni fie wa build zoo amomo and wadi omo agum every 3 days bia asebo ne nuane omu die no eye nantwie baako. I mean, how? Eye me nwanwa nantwie boarding.
No, and come say beyond. I said last time I may cite example is Oko Accra. You watch a joint TV, watching the plate here from 250 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
And I'm for say, na watch it back on as I'm masa and you're more there. It is not for you. 250 Ghana cedis, or more. I almost there, and they will go and eat. Nantwie baako and there will range between 10,000 and 12,000.
Sure.
Good. Now, into somebody like Chada, or nantwie 3 days we are 10,000 that. And they said they will wako fried rice 40 Ghana cedis.
Really?
Yes. This is a guy or say 2201 or so, or they about $1 million in a back room has it.
It's 3 days that we are talking about. Nansa 3 days bia.
Do you know how much people spend in a day? One sitting say be a Friday and then you remember
yeah kwachi
one sitting a blow
say no crowd it happens once in a week every week and they say but with this no 3 days so not just week in the crowd me I'm more better to say 3 cows if my guessing serves me right 3 cows in a week now so they often say 10,000 30,000 every week.
What say the idea of him keeping a tiger in his house or not just say he is well to do because keeping them is very expensive.
Hey.
Very, very expensive. And I say when video muye so ombero
say no can bet street in so abero
ombero enti once you have accepted to keep a tiger in your house and they say how expenses in no o keep your expenses and they say as our Alsatian dogs any bulldogs omo ndi ordinary food bi omo aduana ya ko bisa ne board
o ba say ne board nye den to say cow no
good o a level no o level nti na wakasa sa no
okay
ha udu ho a o kasa besesa
oh sir
oh yeah of course
make kasa say
o kasa besesa
10,000
is no money, it's chicken feed.
Oh really?
Eno na obi ba na obesra wa ka say oh je sika we nefa to nsuo eno kwanyo na abeyi o ba say akosua comedro wa no na yi bondo ba ko bre na on fam to nsuo sa no mkasa enti he is up there also I heard a kind of lifestyle I will live
in kasa correct
he's up there it is if or spending so much on a tiger it is understandable because those animals are very expensive to keep. Mike Tyson, it will be. Or also tigers, I don't know they are grown. It is not very simple keeping these animals. And it's all not to keep from among quite a brema. It's not easy.
No, the more yedem, among
ne pet. A bimu pet your
hey.
It's
not true. And you're not correct.
Bragging back, so when you be an order to some, if it's possible.
Any padasani send a pet, snake. Maybe no crime pesa. Some jokes are expensive.
I remember evidence.
Send the padasani to me the warrior and a pet.
Yes.
You can't pet say.
Wadamfo aboa ye wadamfo a friend is a French for crack and simple ore meka a bibi de kura and a pet
oh a crap de normal tefra one
and a pet obi de na yese bo no obi de wo obi de petuo what I say obi de friends e kwakwa do bi you get it enti obi an the preference so far as we to keeping the year no dear na ebedu be nti say jata na say wo onche won you know
but cheda ne ho aye me nwanwa na o feedi sebo every 3 days bia na wa man nantwie baako are and you want to be president krosika na wo de be you man ye na wo de agi wani
no I am happy say ono no start here wa man hunu some of these the kind of lifestyle we live na nyame ye na dom no be president Ghana fo anka say odi Ghana sika because from time ye ti din nyina na YouTube ne TikTok the kind of lifestyle living in Tadia ne jewels so we so baby o kodi di hotels are call the fee ne cars or team na say ye be no ko em say papa ko for
oba yin so otufo
very good oba on kan no team no yes eti
already no Lamborghini o said
he's already declaring his assets. So to what be o man Ghana na say o live life na a normal thing na o ye nti Ghana fo nka say o di Ghana fo sika
enye hwehwe ani mu no o ye de
ene say o ye hwehwe ani mu
ase me hu pesa so pesa o kire say sika no wo ho nti mo ntoma me fam sika nya hwe
enye sika no
na de
enye sika no ono ne ideas a o ba be sell amaye but he wants Ghana for to know say enye Ghana fo sika no de be enu ye he has his money
now you have your money and I say o de to nantwie
on say Ghana
has to nantwie ne mfa nya adoye na o de mansibo
Ghana ha na ye huhu say if he is outside Ghana be our US and now UK and it's a normal life because omo a lot of people omo sa kind of kind of a lifestyle no now me whether timi share the dollars egu ne mpaso egu ni table so no we twa no dey beto social media enti shada ye bia no
but my problem is on say me we the one cast so be president bia but wo so be president e wo man Ghana mu and you have the youth at heart wo say youth no ye bre enti wo kwa akofa saa sebo mienu na 3 days bia wo de nantwie ba ko afidi wo mo no onfa ekwepi youth ni mum onfa mboa youth ni mum bo mo so omunya kakra wase wo musrim
good enti there was a project and say henceforth and yenhwehwe mu what Shada is doing behind the scenes say ode boa o man no maybe we don't know
okay
enti yenhwehwe say ekɔhwehwɛ na say yenhunu bibia sa na we can come and sit we can come back and sit ni yenka che ne say whatever ode feed dogs in ya don channel to philanthropy no nye for all you know he is doing but e be a medadwa
oh yeah sure say senka wo yanka e mebedadwa ne se bokora aba na wo boa nipa na e ma se bokora aba ne ka aba
yenhwehwem na the next time ba betena se no na fe ye ka ne aka ne ye
but asema kan ya the mesuro pa se nkofo ayizu snakes as their pets
agi boa me wate
me aboa ba kwa me chi wo wiase kora no
my sister say e obukum kwa na be kire na be what
me hu o TV so kora na je se me muni kata meti
eni be be ho mo
I don't like it
onya aboa pa but e bi obi pet no e na omo so de na nye nkete ni bi o
my goodness
python akase ni bi no
anye
la ko be no ni tenten ye pe no eno bi na edane kom e na so omo colors e bi ye yellow e bi ye green it be mixed yi oh no inti is it's happening inti chada de no
Christian bibi chira me wa ha Mr. former producer na don fanto so de to so meyi mani
also I use e won fie yeah inti I mean let's leave him no that is his life so far as any criminal indi obi aduane and he's saying that I think the ministry of what
domestic ministry
I think so more mama ne
ya mama na approval yes, but na me pese me bisa say yetimi kipisa wild animals say e we ye fie sa omo say ministry for hwan mo ano maji atum sa
nti won say wo say wa yezu nti bi o makwa inspections e hu say mo ano e secure da omo ntimi ma abonten be ha adwen nti no mama nda license
so to chacha sa
o kokuma zizu a e ho jata ho
say jata no they are not close to us
aha it means say am for call
oh sure
but okwa ha they are almost a secured confined area ntimi mba out me bia
e cheda wo adwuma ye
aha nti
hey my goodness Jesus Christ oh my goodness
what's that no offer
Prof ne ho offer say and you take this as your pet
yeah
this is serious
the pet no also what it na from the kwada brima
hey radinya me producer me dance we dey my friend ma chaboka me so ye munyini free so because serious Mr. My interest a pet wisely I don't want to be saying this kind of things honestly Mr. Mopana mabo snake is sweet me dia nwanwa sem san so ya rehosem na ebremu se prof where di momone da wa reka konso pen
yeah
momone any kako se be se friend se bonde ade a wodi ye nkwan ya na so wodi ye stiwa etimi gi baabia na won sakura wamfa so pa hohora ebetimi age won sa be 3 days e ya ade a Ghana ye pepa dodo na pe kako ni momone na say yes ye de wowo na ayo ye de wowo ena ye na me ko hu ye no me hu adwiri say eti we na akofo de ye omun kruma stew no wa ho we na mode ye mu stew akese obi kokrom no akwa akodi dwa no anya momone anto a oye na duane ne kora wasenye ne de say wowo ena ye de ye mesraw momo video ni mame ye na nsam hyehye world
difference too. we no oka we na dai yonka nti mami ni se o ado mucha mo de be ya de kaya mucha na me ani ade ni ye shi ka me mi akaye sawa o mi e ti se pa Yo, iti when you were there on the platform, I have Abuata. Abuata. Easier than don't change. You know, I know. If you're not so okay, we are and I see. Where you now? We can't take now. If you have money, exchange. No, we're supposed to different times. We're supposed to
video no na yahwe no na me awosia gumia mani abra me kasa no Christian say ye fe BBC snake poison ni omumu omonka but still na the name snake attached to it na me bisa say prof we anya wo no de ye we
anumode hey Ghana for de na
snake cry say there is snake in it
say na fantifone no de hey wow. But overcoparom the air Jania. Oh, come on.
I see a friend is sea snake. Electric fish. Hey.
but oh my mommy used to fire no more there and call the beer it is beer near recoil system no hard drain. Say idea I say some money. Ne kako no na ye de ye aduane di a tese de amanfo okọ amanfo ye nkruma stew restaurants ahodo kona tese amanfo kona amanfo tese sa nkruma yi a tese come on we nyina no me say the sa ayini memadi bi da kako ne but I did not like it man pe it is since then me need biom
ade video come me said me super dey
and what man just say ade said yam to ntwene say am say mo no mo shada no mo hye me boa
e what test o do what yam kuma still pa na de enwe gu chance na de tumwa what a taste
asem
said ye nie menu ma to na me raw
last time you call your dream over baby na aduane mo de ba ye na ma na egu ade no sinso na me die
se ni pansa
na me die te say anya wo na me we na e de be keswa te say ase me hunu nam no suo no se na te but am say the modern ni pa bedro me wie mom na ase me dwendwen na say na me die
o we ni de wa hu
I mean, who you pa
it could be say be cry nyina ya we nipa nam da o
it's possible. It's possible. There are so many people or what say onim aduane source pa so be di na edin. I think say so by na say nyina yesua. Yesua because nyoma nipa di akomu no e say nyankopon ko na hwe nipa nya sa ka be be nam no. Enti Adwobi henceforth no mu yehwehwemu yehwehwemu ansa na de akoya no too much.
But when you say nkofo dodo na nim say momone ne sala line no bibi say no mode I am sure say nkomu ni manko mbejaiwe because me nye nkruma stew enkoto momone mfantum bi mu da menum ato but on say Christian ogina chire ho wusu ni ti na ede menu woni di biom wo menu anu aduane asa wo krom ha say wo bana menum siokura abra twemko me mfam bibia ma bi say de nam a wo wie ni ma me ko TikTok so na me ko hwe de wo ho nice where or say it is true I have some and grass cutter na just say
say wo no na ka ho asem
everybody nyame elder de about say too much and Abigail so are joining intimacy momra TikTok no so na mo fa comments emre mi we ni di obi bese ne ye de pram ye ba before omo washroom afi ankasa na ye ba agenda no so agenda 111 hafi ankasa na yeba so na yeba agenda no so de na memefa na ase ema amo 75 travel and to makacho se opese okọ Canada na okosua de eya adesua na opese okoto aso eye nurse na opese okọ masters na opese okọ PhD anything about education na se opese okọ Canada dia amo 75 and American for Ediama. You and I know say krum ha a higher hot and ankrofo di o mayo madwen say omo be didi o madwene enu mu nyansa ho nti o mafato omo ho say omo ye connection men ai wo beji usika nanso se wani pa enu won sabe kaw passport ene wo visa de papa wunya at the end of it all no obedi usika o frɛ no crash switched off maka tro won so say amo 75 die your dignity ehu hiaye in as much you are paying the money no yensu ye din ehu hiaye yemfa usika ni de biara da because yanka say wakakra pa ye de boy no so nti nya widie yi ene ye ba be fedi e de aka ho but just that e wo say utua bibi na unsu hu say watua kakra bo no kra de e da form nti say ye Canada na opese wokọ ekosua de a opeke number e da wo screen yi so a wo frem panyefo a ye beje wo so na me tu fa na makokuma se aputuoja na mabọ apiem e wo Madina abokobi na me kasa dia na me call Prophet Dr. Emmanuel Akwesi Boache Ojaba the state seer na sorry e na me bo ewre sam radio wodin krato abre Avram Ben Moshe wasi yenhwe ne mo say 21st of this month obebo Avram Ben Moshe obebo ne dampa ensem
defend 21st June Fifi Pratt Adwoba Accra Madina Bokobi what the media ya waga nyina kam 21st June Avram Ben Moshe wobeba dam entim kopi wo do be pie mani mu a me say wobeba dam wo mani entim kopi woni ni nyina ntia se na momra wo baba bedu ha me de mensa be hye kraka ase si wo bedu ho na sa wa modam na do ho son sa kwa me ye kraka dia to so say mon hia so da ni na 21st June Fifi Pratt fa Avram Ben Moshe fa ne bra Accra Madina Bokobi wonya baba bedu ho say kim menene mi twene tenten antwene srani abasa na mema ne hu se de Nyankopon ma ne Nebukadnezar dane aboa no wono so bebo dama entim ko biem ofiri mu fia wone na bosom no omo de bosu nyansa 21st June Fifi Pratt fa Avram Ben Moshe fa media waga ne nyina ka ho yo be hu se bonsam wo ye ketuwa bi onyame ani
ayasamo si say dear a free opambo so ya no wadome Ojaba say 21st June 2024 ya ewomi na chese na year 7th dear about 2 weeks time Avram okobodam entin kobium or the challenger to so wo born dam no a entin kobiu na se wentimi so a mo ne dam 21st June na o ye nkrata ye nhena soridan omunhia ewo Madina abokobi anodin Prof CSF one enyen
Adwobi nye papa we na one kokuma no nya beef bi na nsen no ai be wi ase o se na prank no come on omunya side we I don't know nyame sofo nya platform there's all the yarn so kanyam sem chenipa adwen satra sem chenipa if Avram Moshe was it or promotable in someone it is your duty as a man of God to preach to him to change. Don't come and say no about damn nebe then I would TikTok na walker for views for viewership we are not have a catcher and say na a prank we cannot pay attention to some of these things that you say because you are an ambassador for God as only lead people to Christ and every opportunity you should preach Christ. You should preach Christ. But not oboni pakone dama is it your duty Nyakopon de asade adina jaw se ko bo bi dam onfa nyaw de ode jaw no se finansem ko na konya omo na bo masu no mo meka abusuaku no that is your core mandate that is your duty Now to TikTok or just some of these pastors we should not pay attention to them because
why?
I say I grow woman is too much.
I grow say one the last time what's na ha and now say Bible mu na ko to Bible ma me na wo kasa I think Elijah say Elisha o bompa ye ma hwan free nwuram sisire free nwuram mu ebere nkora no one aka asem enti ebia e could be say Avram a provoking no wa provoking no enti wa obone dam wa sheme bufo nta wa sa me bodam wo free mu fia be yesterday wo medi nsem hunu bi o sebi.
Okay, enti Jesus Christ ba asem adwuma be no be he came to die to save us. What I say? Enti the life of Christ living and no na e was here follow. At the time Elijah was no there was nothing like Christianity.
Okay.
You understand? Christo ba ye na omo di Christ anamo achi no and you from say a Christo for omo lead a Christ like life. And no be na agro bebe so Ghana ha say ya ye papa oja ba abeye onyankopon nipa o promote Christ. That should be his mandate. Say me se de bia na mete ho na se me gu onyankopon animu ase a it is asofo a omo ewo Ghana ha said yes omo preach na mente na men sakra madwen
2% che sa Avram Ben Moshe
se me ye kronfo a
onte nyame asem
nyabetre se me ye kronfo a it is up to them to preach to me na ntomasum na men sakra. If we have singled out this man as I am Moshe say ogu onyame animu ase o promote bu nsam a sheda fa ne your prayer topic na ye ne ho adwuma bompa ye kire osoro nyankopon no nyankopon sakra no
na se ne de oye ne sa obi ehu se wono nti na wasakra
na say you are claiming glory for yourself
ne de se ne de
nyankopon adwuma no wafa enya wanka se wadwuma until all the glory cannot come to you
na bede na nkofo ehu se oye papa na se oye genuine man of God na se nkofo ehu miracles awoye nti also obone dam
omuhu ye no a omo ba wa sorry no na ye den
no wanyeska.
Is it about the word of God or is it about words? Sikase.
The
amount for keke say a business or more, no, perfectly right. Because there was small nedjuma na o ye na. Abano kwa yesi mungu abano. Ebi kogu butan so ebi kogu a friend say asase pem. O se twabre no Onyankopon na nkasa be yini die wom. It is not your calling, it is your making. Just preach the word. Onyankopon na nkasa be yina adwuma. Enti adi na moje weni nyina afa glory ni nyina afa.
Onyankopon na nkasa Bible mu antwe aba. Enti obi ye Kristo ni dia na che sebi udi nsem hunu bi a kire na
Yes Kristo o twe aba no amfa mo bia o.
Oye nde odi hunu na wo mo.
Amfa mo bia. Enti obi sofo bi ka kire o se na o twe aba de bo amanfo asori dem it is a lie.
O sa.
O twe aba amfa mo bia.
Eni o deceive ya che.
It is a lie. And besides Christ is God. He is God. I'll buy in human flesh. But you are a human being. It is not your job. It is Juma. Just go and execute your calling. That's all. There's a way. No. My bonnet damn they do. Honor say I be shimmy dying and maybe I say no. It was a prank.
I'm not sure said this time Obeka say a prank because looking at the way I say Papa ne did too serious now I'm a game. And I'm not sure say Obeka say a prank because as Avram a provoking on and say Ojaba so called Fifi Pratt show so Avram so kwen and some Avram kind and no de pa. It started from the time a papa ye rasta boy it I was say a pranky. Sansem ning na Avram trouble noa. One car ram shinty, who shall fed ye one meno. When the water choked a frog, he says, War, shoot up on Chirenia, what you want to say, and then ya break echo bonnet dam. Or bonnet dam, we are a be a yes by yesterday, a mass of because as I see a Ghana has said, no, or be a the soft be enemy be a no walk. It's
true now on one Casafri advice, say, young doy a town for.
What time for you hunting me or not?
What I say? Or no. As we use the manual of a Christopher manual, no, the master of a Christopher manual, general sorry demo, a church and sorry manual. He should know better. Say in the manual of the church and sorry manual, Bible no eka. Unyankopon a odi na chi no eka Jesus Christ odi na chi no eka say yen do ya tamfo into the first person as they go by the word of God is who? The pastor.
Okay.
Also for also as well so follow if you are not setting a good example, then as well my fan omjina you see ni friend ni kwan a nyina kwohwe den amnem into one kasa you profess to be a pastor no when you fra and now you are in charge of a congregation. Why
are you leading them to?
You see? And that is where I'm coming from. Say the core mandate, adwuma na enya wo dia. What I say? And why are you so aggressive? Say chenchine twan I was say Onyankopon adwuma no as a reigning supreme. What enya adwuma?
Enkrofo bisa question na ba ko a me pese me ba bebisa and say Wasi Avram enhia no ewo Madina Abukubi na sorry Inti yesi me misa se aden na Ojaba prefer say both of them ebehia on neutral grounds na opese omunhia shode.
Na Avram wako there.
Avram accept inti wo hwe video na ye boy nimu a na inscriptions no ewo ho say challenge accepted. The only thing left they say ye mo posifo amane ye report into no 21st June vim and that's one I kind mame wona see no space who ade kind ye mame na me
challenge accepted. The only thing left is let's involve the police and sign. It is 21st June 2024
vim
yeah
teacher say wajiatum at 21st walk na me radinya me
Adwobi we ma me high ho ebesa ye
one of these things
kwakumanu die na bia omo de pe hype intwa so Adwobi whatever be the case 21st June ebeba
enche 2
let
weeks
it come
2 weeks pepe
na say amaso a na so dan me na mekuta torch no
oh yeah sure
na me de friend say how do you call
it
petrol so ahyemensa bunkum no so nyina yeko ye fa ka free akwa akra
na den wa me yenyu si de wa kutu oja no e ho na be ye na yakotwaja too fast. I don't know these are some of the things na asofo binom na omama youth ni bi kwan na say omo kasa editia omo I am praying say Christian Council they should wake up na enyoma bia eho hia se omo kasa kire asofo ene edifo a ewo mayimu they will do that said e bia yemfa asofo any Christianity eni agrona sebi anosini
many evra binya ni vreni maye bubu ani am osofo bi osunyan da ye fere obi ye bo osunyan onsa yale for yale da me na mko first yale for man abibufo maka che se bibifo mpa bisua ye nsua de yempe emoja na so no asenua no so ma odi wuma edi kosie no odi sore how many years now enipa bi da so wonte ase se me ye osofo awansuo ni lebu fire ho e ka kire nipa se me de ne Yesu muja enipa beto 1 enipa dwen wo 2 enipa nsua de enti the reason me ba radio so na TV so na social media so nkofo attack me o ma hu se ma besua de afro mu ho na de besua no ma fa nko ye aduma ne mo de ababo ten cent ti wo moto de me kosua na mka se me de bababo ten e na me ka kai se ka me ba nka kombo am de ba nya agro mesua de o mi tu ma ye ni freni ama so fo da amna bomba ye se ma ni nteda azu mi tu ma ni afra mi nya ni freni ma ye bubu ani ama so fo bu osunyan da ye freni obi ye bo osunyan onsa yale fo yale da me na mko first yale fo man o so fo bi o ya san na repeat myself o ya san o ba opa de bako a odi beji de din de ba bonten e wo bonsam fosto we bi a to bonsam niema a obenya senti niema because aso na meka se beto pregnancy wo yo enti pregnancy wo yo no ye the friends wo na ye the tissue atum onya the tissue tuma we see for 15 minutes time for 15 minutes time who do go your funu bi aso na obi page your phone by force ye hiane se wo tun so go your phone so ena wo hwe so wo so fo bi so yusu sa wo ye ni bia e de afro obi your phone na page instant a on fansu on kam ana ka chem sebe kwa ebi odun tuma se ho ni pa koda so ni atun so
ko ko say e so ekita ni kola na so kuta so pete ya frono so
na ya frono so no dey say pregnancy wo ye ni bigu nsuo ni tissue dan nsuo ni ena mo ba bi nyim 12 months
ema hunamane ema ye hunamane obekọ sofu bi asore na ma bodom pem asore bi abekum bia ma droso titru ne kabaya yi ma droso ma penkom hye chese ma ye pem ye panwanwasam enti de bia ne fall victims Prof asema woka no a woka sa so etoje wono ala
no but we am say nipa te say woka nipa nsua de e na the former president Mahama ka say was short memory no I think say e true because papa ya formerly no or asofo sa type ni bi obotan
okay
on net 2 TV
okay
on it Japan money what's his name Anan the host no omo eye expose kese pa ma ne chechre omo nioma adwuma omo hyehye nade the whole Ghana nipa bebre anya amanfo ani bia so antentam and they are still using it and people are still patronizing their church. So omo timi hyehye and it is so amazing. The only thing I admire about them no the creativity. how they are able to create omutimi share adwuma no te say they all can say the pregnancy oil now they phone fusion now the tunsi so na e peja
any dey wo ho mo ye pa o
you get it
I'm a witness to that me ho be pain omo de ntoma ne se ho a omo de wato so spiritual theater aha mu theater ye be wo pretu omutimi ka hwe se efro na esore na akora ne dem nti akora ne obi krati me ka se akora no wawu no da ye funu but me be ya ma na keka ne ho wo be hu se efro ne be pagya nti no da ho no ma ne etu nsuo no gu afunu so saa wo se won sa akora ne ba akora ne na ekosoro na efro no na atimi sa ade no so jampe na ekosoro. These people are wonderful.
Oh yes just the level of creativity no was wrong. Almost that any contract amount for Emma almost share juma na nkasa. Almost share juma no ma just say o ti mu say wa ma wa juma na wa dey juma be do simple kra. Be do simple be ji amount for who sika na de almost that share amount for mu we sika wa sorry dem ho no almost share juma kama e dey omo. You what I say obi omutimi de if any say these wireless microphones she omo nti ni pakro no ru sorry dem ho a na oni ni pakro no edi nkomo nti odi di nkomo no nyina na sofo no so te sorry dem ho a ni office ho a eba e ma wote nti okwa kohia council no okwa kohia sofo na nipa no receive no nka ho wa wo de wa asem bai no nko na wokọ but ura ho wie ya fe no wa sha se nyame ayi a kire me se ni no wa ba wo sofo what hona what jide di asem yo be bia sika bi obedi mandi bia de beba so enti adwuma na de and you say by their fruit you shall know them but as a fruit no yen shada nhwe ni ye fruit yen shada nhwe ni ye enti yen hunu omo e na omo buye fa so die sika sa e pranke yen sa die ho agro sa and enti na Paul Kagame de thumbs up miss I salute you asofo wa gu sorry bebre work even say Rwanda and waka show say you should have a certain level of education and say no about asofo
he said obia asofo who can kakire bia
na ana they are na year you say or start for fra e genuine park so bom paye te say genuine empire bo a okoho a nya agro but e bedu ba bi o na ate afa so
boy asema okay am my shocked pa pregnancy ni dey what you say me na me gidi pa me gidi because the way a omo beye no ama afro na hwirihwiri ama wahu senkwa wade anim no am our problem ye be fia na yesa na mo kon ye be giska akọ
of course
ye koya akwankyere
of course
but unse asofo ni bi won so mo ye jani pa
bi so ye jani
na so ni omo ye we de ne wo
ho se kremu boni am ye ho kremu papa but unse Emma if asefo ne ma o se ma pe asem pade ehunufo konkonsa fo bibire so ye ma
any day no doubt
nyame aka kire Adam se adua we de mamo nko ho kra o won ko da adua no so kasa ye ni if so kwa kwhwa ade kro nti if su ban na atraba mam nyina nti ma nyina pe ade ahunu nti ye very easy say obi deceive oba so oba be show dem na ka chen say o me wo ship na shempase a obek hwe empanase
a hwe say ship so
e hwe wa ansa na adwa ho aba no say ship e so pa e ti compass And I'm fault Eva
Eva ye somehow. Wanya de Sister Eve where dear bro papa her situation with the yakum. Na she say asofu bi no mo ho odwen wo mo ho o mo nte ase na bi dware ma wo dware ma se ko chiwo nua ma mo na dware wo mo chiwo nua ma mo na a man so stupid so low ni aboy adeja so a kire mo no mu twie ba bi sapo eya dia
say dodo na so mo no ma hye adwuma enti wo se bi at the next friends church service no sankofo no ba be di adanse ntesa na wo na oto ho no na epushu na so aba
because I am wondering what me kwa so bunya dance die da na profo digu so
oh yeah
wo mo digu so
wa we genuine no unya bi da so de bia ma fo bi say e wa na ase ye o say ade are you not praying enough or bone no so much say yakopon tie wa na yakopon tie wa na
me wa dance die bi I read nyame krom ha head de mom ye nye ni da ho mom ni na ho especially me nua manum hwe asem ya boy yi kan yi adwuma no ema na di enyu ema na di see the strategy a e wono so timi kwa asore na ye bom pam na ye pia osa na ye pia na ye krimu agu ho crowd na ada ho Emma betia to sesia but me shede hu se mema na teto ade ya na ma ho den bro asofo ne de na so
say man na tie omotate front seat nti ana ho no say anim ho no na concentration no anim ho the spirit concentration no wanim ho nti power no gina anim ho say mema no nu akire ho nti ana
nya me honhom nu akire
ho nti honhom no de gina anim to be say e fa wa ya bra anim e be fa osisia na mo twa mo kridi serious
mo ya me akasa eti asofo nyina na nso wo deshi ye nye da asofo binum ye genuine pa ebi mu ho out me hu se nyame nsa wo won so ni nyina na se obeya hweyie na mo ani ada ho na obi ankwa ankwajeje wo kapre ne wo sempo a wo kunu nni bi enso oba obaba be ne na ko ene yeseme nkoya akwankyere ene yeseme nkoya de wa ama mesika ema ye bro ya mayeni ana hoso a ye bekoso a abre na se de efne aba be sensen wiem ye say Dutch passports and a PhD emu de he na pe prof Dutch passports TikTokers Dutch passports and say PhD me pacho mo family me why and Mr. Gabs Mr. Happiness and what this radina me chese osono bon for mo awo Obia boni bi sebi and Kagana your system yank. I'm not sure say all these will be happening. Minim say wunni Mr. Gapsa ma me money videos 1 or 2 be mau ne hwe papa ya me ka ne ho asemi.
Ibedio no ma no.
Yes na ya hwe no wo se wono de sebi woti amano ne osan so cleaner na cleaning na oye no wono de sebi yiso enwo opepa toilet so enwo pepa nanso no eno aboa no amo abeye ni petitru o perfumes a eye papa enwo yusuo odidi good ema ne hoto no o shata de papa se si akra de o se wanya Dutch passport enti se obetena Ghana ha no wa kwai PhD pa de enko benya Dutch passport na wa clean toilets ewa manone ensem de wa ka bitie no
PhD o ba boa men live any of the universities in Ghana na fa kan Ghana passport na fa o
cheers to Dutch passports me amiti hey obi pese ohun ba bia me gina pa se mefa PhD and Dutch passport and no sa na gise o hia me akire ho na wa beji me mu aye but maybe sa prof Dutch passports or PhD
ne free him for PhD
Chrome ha PhD
only the only reason why my mama choose Dutch passports and say
there be where choose
me say the only reason my mama choose Dutch passports and say Sebinyanya Dutch passport na me call events a Hollander. It's a PhD no.
Wait ma
nya no ho. meet me no. Now I think that people are taking this thing out of context. Asama nipa kone kan. Okay. It's not about the credibility of PhD or Ghana or Kamwasem. Nadine. What he is saying is opportunities are ukuta Dutch passport are obinyano as against the ukuta Ghana PhD are obinyano. How? They said they can say ukuta Dutch passports and that's what call US. It is easier for him. But obi free Ghana has no cause or call US and I say any other country. It will be very difficult. I just say and you might be brave keka answer or be answer when you access. What I say. But that not to say Ghana PhD no enye. Yes, I know work. Or say so no obenya PhD wo krum ha pa de and ko benya Dutch passports no why toilet cleaner e wo broni krum. So he's trying to say being a toilet cleaner and having a Dutch passport is more important than getting a PhD. I will kurumha. When him the Sano Kana. Sano Kana. Mementias immunity. Mementias immunity. Baby, on no free ban. Said to get rich and now to get a better life. No. Who got a Dutch passport? No, a clinic toilet. With a friend. Who got a Dutch passport? A yet chance say, organ how could a PhD? Because you could that passport, person call US waiting my call, person call UK waiting my call. Ope, they say, Ope say, unya opportunities, you get it easily. Easily. What I say? Anything, on the flip side, you know, not ye because say, Ghana has a use, no. Say, you will be a ya, a bema yen certificates, no. And more you do, Mumienye. Mumienye, hey, Ghana. Your abrochina say your school we are able to climb higher. Your Ghana for be brave or we are very, very, very efficient in the in academia. What I say, but your Ghana has I say, and you will be brave ama. To say oko abrochina say the Ghana certificate compare a higher year. I just say why you be a kahuansa. They say we degree unya first degree na so person the 12 or masters so e very difficult. This what church no maybe a cake and answer. I just say value no form. Value no form. It our education system near best son na mommy ensesa no. So mommy ensesa no. E na friends say professors bebre wo ho a obetwe wo musa obi atro e friend say obi e ne PhD 6 years in onya na yi friends ne certificate onyae tese ya twini mu a twini mu dia twende and it's not as if say bia work na why no na enye ne so on redo. It's because say most of the professors and per se you be more professors among for ba come ho then they will mark you down sir o de buy ya na edutwetwam o de buy ya na edutwetwam o be ya no their life no madam for be here the masters or these 6 years and sana omotimi now we young kwatro na we twa na we marking it down no their spirit no oh say black man spirit saying there are some things be o hono ma black man spirit and you will never and you will never understand some of these things na mama obi atimi agina ba bia kasa ansem we na dey kra na be ba ne team obe country passport any Ghana's highest ababe toto insaniani. But they no so said the okay they say youth in energy ho pa. But it's the reality. Sanity. Who PhD see na American embassy your PhD no cannot guarantee a visa approval. Some person watch and say be a PhD nenye. But it cannot guarantee you a visa approval. PhD for the door say ne wo krum ha se ya sika kra wo mo ho sa what I say enti wo be ya wo bako na ye se kukofa we bra ya je se wakọ connection man bia ma na ya de ama wa ansa na bia utie ya afa para oguta that passport you ya ko ya I mean so na kama isusu se nka Ghana your education system no e good to say the wo kana enko bi betimi a wo PhD na nka wo ye adwuma no ote wo no ankasa ne krum onye sika kra na aka ha sei but bibia ye basa nti no enipa no wi SS kra na ope baabi de ne ho afa owi nurse na na ope baabi de ne ho afa but not to say PhD form was omunisika they are well to do now we book ba kra na o like students o ton mo kra o ni iska do abenya They are well to do.
Lecturers say will from
come on. I just own Pisca. Handouts are who do I obey year na day. So when I watch my day. As I'm at the end of the semester, when I was set questions.
But I mean, who a teacher for so much Casao?
Ngase teacher for me, Ngase
lectures for me make crime mention home musicano.
Which are home musicano. Okay. And when I match your lectures or more the kind of lifestyle I'm living.
Sir.
I bet you'll be. There was also a small kind or say with expensive cars and a fat bank account. It is not as if so can say PhD for no omunishi or Ghana how. That's not what they are saying. But also say opportunities or no kuta that passport no binyano internationally no or more kuta they want to get it. That's what
it will interest you to know the number of people yes survey or choose Dutch passports over PhD
now I will answer now because one interesting thing was the Dutch national team no.
Okay.
Omubo enra as a enrechi omo na Canada for na omo she Canada for 4-0 now you say omo gina omo strike for ayi ni nyina Netherlands ni nyina omo ye Ghana for baako de Jeremy Frimpong
ayo
baako de Memphis Depay and baako so e de let me check na say manye baako so de many Brian Brobe
it's more Dutch passport ada.
Dutch national team. Now yes citizens almost say is an evidence of the value of Dutch passports. Say Ghana for and Netherlands.
Only passports now better call national team sir. Oh, it's serious. My young question survey how interesting it is. People say Omono be choose Dutch passport over PhD. Mo dem pe Ghana, monkwe.
Degree, which will you choose?
Dutch passport.
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Oh. PhD degree, there was some Dutch passport, Charlie.
Dutch passport.
Yeah.
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you go for?
I'll go for a Dutch passport.
Okay, so between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Dutch passport.
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you go for?
I'll go for a Dutch passport. Okay. Do you know why I'll go for a Dutch passport?
Right.
You the one asking the question, I'm not serious. Why would you ask me whether I'll go for a Dutch passport or a PhD degree? Which one will you go for?
Why are you in school?
Okay. In your mind, that's what you are thinking.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much. But to me, I'll choose a Dutch passport. That's what you they go different countries, so but Ghana PhD. I hear no much. If you try to see up to school, up break on your PhD. So what is a Dutch passport in Estonia? Clean a crown in Estonia. I beg.
Dutch passport.
Don't ask that question.
Okay. Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
I'll go for the Dutch passport.
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Dutch passport.
Dutch passport. So between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Dutch passport, no one. No.
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Dutch passport.
Dutch passport. Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Of course. A Dutch passport. What?
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose? Between a Dutch passport.
Any paduba 11 people will be as a Dutch passports. What can hold 12?
And you be sad though. Because
very sad though.
Most of them so the reason why Umbeka so much use Dutch passports is that before so being a PhD, no problems are from painting quite 6 years. Adia 2 years, said normally 2 years, wait me and now PhD. 6 years, no that's what him. And it is frustrations, now offer or compare Dutch passport. The same say because you Dutch passport and me come Holland in here. Make me go to Holland when you PhD I'll get it.
I know the answer my echo me raho. As will be said the chroma will be a person than you. Obi a person odwan na asa asofo no sa de hye nkom pese odu kwan wo ho o pese o yesi o
enya re ho sem say emabunu 11
betimi aye adwuma mo man no obia pese okọ obia ekọ ese mo kọ agya ye hei yenko a ye beda na prof ya amana yeye Chrome system na nye yesre mo panyimfo mo a mo ka bi ewom ye pamacho a mo hwe na mo nye o man Ghana yie na mo mfamaye amo 75 for ene joy for ye da masepa se mo boye chidom prof ye kwa ne sa ne wo ka atwa to na che se ne me de areho na esori o menye nipa ba akokra ma na nka se o PhD obia se o Dutch passport nti se de okọ media no so a eno a ene ewreni eno a na eje ne home na obia se Dutch passport nti o mutu kwan ye gya ha
na the PhD una de ba ya na awra
oh but at least o de fa PhD ne to na bisa se hwan na pese otu kwan ade ne sa kwantuo na eno mo pese o mutu obia pese okọ
Adwobi nyame boa Monday ho Baba Yara Sports Stadium is going to record one of the heaviest spectators fans attendance.
Okay.
Do you know why?
No.
Ghana 4% Black Stars qualify for the World Cup.
US.
Very good.
And be cry what do Hobejin?
Of course. Me ko hwe ball. Me ko hwe ball. Adwobi.
Ye be ko hwe ball. Na ye be papa.
Ye ko hwe ball. Na empire na ye ball no say US, Canada, Mexico. Ye bon pa say ye mfa enko Mexico. By the enko Mexico kra na Mexico ni America te say I friend say Togo ni friend say Ghana aflawo border. Hono you war we try see mo we do Mexico try see we America.
Ebe hu.
Oh, and people and no so cry yes awe na ye nti me say nipa be ko Baba Yara Sports Stadium Monday e ko support Black Stars e push your mama etimi a qualify ko 2026 World Cup no.
US in
and e bia ade say embassy for no mo yire o man die no o mo criteria
and rent me nye
and yes ade a
kroni babo
and yes ade a because we say e den a o mo de e be to kwam because e say ye hwe o sika o de ko o di ura kro no akohwe o ho ye say o hwe o match tickets ye say o nya ticket for
and I say we dey say we ye ketua bi sika de na wo kono first canto ho sika de ye beto ye ho akọ
say o mo be pege no at a certain age we ni sika say ye ma akọ
ye be pa akọ when nimbre wo
when nimbre
ye be pa akọ
bank obosia kwa akọbọ
o mo ba akọ
amafo ni bra bre no nti World Cup 2026 ye koy World Cup ya ko nyina but World Cup support no massive fires our World Cup
we na ye World Cup
we na ye World Cup because destiny changing countries Canada USA
and it's not as if say ball no mo ko support bi obi e de kwaye na de
endimi hwe na ofie endimi hwe TV so ma fam passport ma be pa ho ene me pa ho
oh me join ni mama yako me so me de enda ho na me de me kwa me ba eja me papa say wa bo matena sem ni ba bia ko tofi akwa ye chia pa di say no de me ko US a me ko akohwe bo na masen aba be ye tofi akwa TV fu aduma
now the country mu na se nipa bibiri person mo free o man mu
what are you saying ade na areho
what are you saying
I don't know say empanyimfo no mu hu we nyina
what are you people are so eager to go na say enkoye
ye beko omo beko na ye betena ha ye behwe omo eduru ho ana eja ye behwe de ye betimi ayese ye beko bio se ye nko bio but ye mu bi de ye kwa eye adwumenti na ye kɔ mo ho donti ye kɔ na ya san aba ma me fa onsi na me nda TikTok fo ni nyina ase na me hye obosa nyame ya adoma ejoadan so will be another great and exciting show ye de ebebro joyfa ene amo 75 travel and tour adaromenti and Adwobi Kete metena se e de program yi ebro ene Professor Sackey and amene netena se wonso wo share me e wo TikTok Facebook and YouTube nyame shapa ejoada ye besin ehia
okay, in your mind, that's what you are thinking.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much. But to me, I'll choose a Dutch passport. That's what I tell you. They go different countries, so but Ghana PhD. I have no money. If you try to see up to school, I'll break on your PhD. So what if you Dutch passport in Skonia? Clean a crown in Skonia. I beg.
Dutch passport.
Don't ask that question.
Okay. Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
I'll go for the Dutch passport.
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose? Dutch passport. Dutch passport. So between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Dutch passport, no one. No.
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose? Dutch passport. Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Of course. A Dutch passport. What?
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose? Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
Dutch passport.
Between a Dutch passport and a PhD degree, which will you choose?
PhD degree, what's up?